How's it going, guys? Cameron here, Canadian Gamer, coming at you with another video. Today we're talking about Uncharted 2 Among Thieves for the PlayStation 3. This is my 6th time trying to shoot this video. I keep getting tongue-tied. So, short and sweet, not really a full-blown review. Just want to give my quick and dirty final thoughts on this game. A couple of years ago, I picked up a PS3 fat model, piano black, and I played through Uncharted Drake's Fortune. Now, at that time, I didn't put out a review. Really enjoyed this video game. More so than I ever thought I would. I thought the lead protagonist, Drake, was kind of douchey as an outsider looking in who had never played any of these games before, but once you get into it, he becomes more likable. That being said, after I finished Drake's Fortune, I jumped into Among Thieves, and I got right up until a train to catch, the mission where you're on the train. And I got the yellow light of death on my PS3. So I lost my save. I lost everything. And I felt a little bit demoralized. Although I guess in hindsight, it doesn't really take that long to get back to that point in the game. At the time, I just didn't feel like going through it all over again. That being said, I went ahead and played through Uncharted 2. It didn't take too long to beat. It took about 3 nights to beat. And I do want to say, the first thing right off the bat, a lot of you might be wondering why I didn't just pick up the Legacy of Thieves collection, which has Uncharted 1, 2, and 3 on disc, and you can play it on the PS4 at a blistering 60 frames per second with enhanced resolution and some enhancements to the graphics. Well, to be honest with you, personally speaking, I wanted to play this on a PS3 the way you guys would have enjoyed this game back when it came out, whenever it came out. What was it, 2009? And I gotta say, wow, this game pushes the hardware to the limits, much like The Last of Us did on the PS3. It even to this day, we're in 2025 now. You go play this on a PS3, and it still looks absolutely incredible. It's insane what Naughty Dog was able to do with the graphics and the attention to detail and the artwork and the beautiful vistas. I was constantly looking around it's not an open world, so it's a linear game, but I mean, you'd be fooled in some cases. You're looking around it, you kind of feel like you're playing an open world game. I have nothing bad to say about this game whatsoever. It's a 10 out of 10 experience. Not only is it one of the best games on the PS3, it is one of the best games of that era and of all time as well. You know, if I had to knock it at all, I would probably say the AI is a little bit cheap. I played it on easy. I didn't play it on very easy. I still died 221 times as per the game's statistics that you can look at in the extras menu. So I died quite a bit. I don't know how you guys would beat this game on the other difficulty settings. I had a hard enough time playing it on easy. The AI is also pretty stupid in a lot of cases. I had several instances where the enemies were standing right in front of me, but they weren't looking at me, and they were shooting in a different direction, and I was able to just walk up and not even shoot them and just stand there, and they did nothing. And then finally, I bang, 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 bang. I found there was not really like a huge incentive as far as being picky choosy about what guns you were holding, because you can only hold 2 guns at a time, 2 firearms at a time. I mean, in some cases, yeah, if you're sniping, you're going to want to have the sniper rifle, but for the most part, I was able to just blast right through the game, no pun intended. And maybe it's just because I was playing it on easy, but like weapons were everywhere, and I got to the point where I wasn't really picking up different weapons. I was more concerned about making sure I had full ammo. That being said, really cool story. My favorite mission was probably the one where you were climbing the mountain in the Himalayas and in Nepal, and you go into the mountain, and man, it was a lot of fun. It was really cool. Really enjoyed it. Really funny dialogue too. Things that I'm not quite sure you would get away with in 2025. I'm not quite sure Naughty Dog would approve of some of the dialogue that was in this game. Like at the beginning, when Drake watches Sully climb up a ladder, and he says something to the effect of, Sully, you've got a great ass. So yeah, no, I can only imagine what you guys must have felt like when you played this game back when it came out, and I must be an anomaly. I'm in this rare situation here where I've never played these games before, and I'm just diving into them now, and a lot of times, myself included, when you play a game for the first time, that magical feeling that you get when you play a game like this, it's gone forever once you've beaten the game. It's still extremely fun when you go back and play it, but that initial feeling from playing it for the first time, I bet a lot of you guys wish you could go back and get that feeling again. So I was lucky enough to experience that. And the characters are really entertaining in this game as well. Chloe is sexy as all hell. And his other girlfriend, his other side piece, I can't remember her name, the reporter from Uncharted, Drake's Fortune, obviously she's in the game as well. Not a terribly long game, long enough. Again, it's just the right length, kind of like The Order 1886 that I was talking about last week. But yeah, this is just one of those rare instances where the game is just absolutely perfect. I only came across one glitch when I was on a mountain after a cutscene, and there was a set of gates that weren't supposed to be open, but they did open for some reason or another, and I tried to walk in behind the gates and I fell right through the ground. And when I restarted from that checkpoint, the gates were closed and it didn't happen again. But other than that, for the most part, yeah, definitely a 10 out of 10 experience. You're still able to update the game when you put it in your PS3 through the PlayStation Network, which I thought was interesting as well. For all you collectors and enthusiasts out there, there are several box variants for this game, very much similar to what you're seeing here. Just different quotes on the front, and maybe the font might be a different size on the front as well for the game. I don't know if there's a steelbook out there for this or not, I'm not quite sure, but yeah, not much else to say about that. I just really enjoyed my time with Uncharted 2. As much as I thought this was a fantastic game, this is way better than the first one. Now, I will let you guys know, after finishing this game last night, I jumped right into Uncharted 3. And I gotta say, I've watched a few videos talking about how this was sort of a rushed production. And Naughty Dog, at this point, at this stage, they split up the production team that worked on this. Half of the team was working on this, and the other half was working on The Last of Us. So I have a few things I want to talk about, but I won't really get into it too much here. But I will say, although I am enjoying this game so far, I'm on Chapter 6, I am not a fan of how Naughty Dog changed the perspective when you're shooting your firearm and it's over the shoulder in this game. I'm not really a huge fan of that. I prefer how it was in this game. But we'll talk about that when I beat Uncharted 3. So, not much else to really say on that. A very quick video, not really a review, just sort of my final thoughts on this game. This is my favorite type of game. Linear. Very unrealistic as far as the ledges that you're able to leap onto and jump onto. Like, obviously, it's not trying to be realistic, but I mean, I found myself laughing quite a bit, you know. This guy jumps 30 feet across 2 glaciers, and then your friend grabs your arm and pulls you up, just like things that would not happen, right, in real life. But that's neither here nor there. Yeah, it's an incredible game, and I'm glad that I played it on the OG hardware, so I could experience it the way that it was meant to have been played, how you would have played it back when the game came out. So I will continue on with Uncharted 3, and then after that I will play Uncharted 4, and then I might even pick up the standalone DLC for this as well, where you're playing as Chloe. We shall see. So that's going to do it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. We'll be back with something a little bit later. Have a great rest of your day. Take care.